It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Alright, so, here's the first bit.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this monkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think his name was number 6 or number 7 or something, right? In this lab, right? Yeah. And, anyway, it's in there with, like, you know, the rabbits and little mice and stuff like that. And,
the rabbit smoking.
The nurse, right? The nurse, not the nurse, the woman who works in the lab, what would you call her? Is that a nurse?
Depends. What depends what her job was. If she was a lab assistant, you call her a lab assistant.
All right.
I mean, they probably call her by her name.
All right, lab assistant, right?
Kirsty.
So she's...
I think it's probably Kirsty.
Right,
Kirsty Morris.
Well, she's in there, right?
Yeah.
And she don't work with many people and that. She's mainly on her own with, you know, just putting lipstick on rabbits and stuff like that, right?
Chimp fancies her.
So,
chimp fancy her. He's putting on lipstick, chimp fancies her because she's got hairy legs.
He gets pally, right, with this woman.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he gets to a point when she sees him every day.
It's the way he sort of tries to string out like it's a narrative love story. Did the chimp put its hand out and grabbed her, and then you thinking that he made a move on her?
So
right, come on,
he's allowed out. He's allowed out.
It's not a story, is it?
He's allowed out the cage and what have you every day. So he's wandering about, and as time goes on, he's watching what she's doing more and more. Yeah. Right. So he notices like the code on the door. Right. Right. Whatever, 247 or whatever. Yeah. He goes, right, I've clocked that, I've got that, I'll remember that, right? Yeah. And then he goes, right, there's a lot of lipstick and that knocking about, a lot of makeup.
Right, okay. No, there's no way.
Finish.
No, because Steve, you know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
So he's there.
It's ridiculous.
And he's going, well, if it's there, you know what I mean? So while she's messing about with the rabbit, he gets there, he's in front of the mirror, putting a little bit of lippy on. Right? I know. It's gone too far. No, it's gone too far, Steve.
Right, your mic's off, Rick. He's finishing the story. So, turn mine off as well.
It's gone too far.
Turn him off. Just let him finish.
Right, so the thing is, right, it's this monkey wandering about. It's got lipstick, it's got mascara on, it's looking pretty good.
I didn't mention the mascara.
It's looking all right, right? So it knows the code on the door, 247, right? So when she's sort of messing about with the rabbit, right, he goes, right, here's my chance. It's looking good. 247, out the door, through the reception man's there. He's like, all right, Kirsty, right?
Don't talk shit!
I Feel Free from Cream. That's pretty much the last track, isn't it, guys? I imagine on XFM 104.9.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got nothing to say after that ridiculous story. I mean, that's worse than the bank robbery to me.
Yeah.
That he clocks out. And the bloke on the desk. All right, Kirsty. Oh, you're 2 foot shorter and hairy.
She wasn't a looker anyway. So.
She wasn't a looker anyway. Brilliant.
Right, you ready then? So, just in case you haven't heard it before, I'll give you some initials of a band or an artist.
We're not doing Rockbusters now, are we?
Yeah, I thought, well, we've just...
Oh, no, we keep that going. Then we got... I love educating Ricky. That's my favourite thing now.
Well, what do you want to do, Steve? I mean,
it's just two clues.
It's just like it's sort of bigged up the prizes.
And so this is only by email. Give the email address out now for people to write it down now, Carl.
Right, it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Only entries on email.
Yeah.
You're going to get 3 clues. You've got to get them all right.
And you win all the
You win all those prizes you said. Okay, Carl, go on then.
Right, and just a quick example, one of the first ones we did, it was like AK, and the clue was exploding pet, and it was atomic kitten, right? Yeah. So you understand how it works now. These are your clues. The first one, that army has got some nice trenches.
That army has got some nice trenches. Excellent.
Yeah. And the initials there are DW.
Do you write some of the questions for 15 to 1?
Go on.
So that army has got some
similar phrasing.
Trenches. Okay.
Okay.
The second one.
What were the initials there, Carl, on that person?
DW.
DW.
Yeah. Right. The second one. The top of them curtains are all wrecked. All the materials all worn.
He acts it out though. We've got to get him on telly. We have got to get him on telly because his little face and his gestures.
That's the second one. The initials being HV. Okay. The top of those curtains are wrecked. All the materials all worn out. Right, HV. And the final one, here's the final clue. I was in Texas the other week, right? I tripped and landed on my knees in a puddle.
What's the
Initials WH for that one. So I was in Texas, I tripped up, landed on my knees in a puddle. So that's WH.
Incredible.
You've got it!
Is it great?
It's fantastic! It's decimal.
Okay, tell me during the record. Do you remember you're playing for these compilation albums? We got the Fatboy Slim DVD, Linda Green on VHS, and of course Executive Decision, starring Kurt Russell as well.
Oh, God!
So, Steve, do you want to pick a winner?
I've got a winner when you give us the answers.
Okay, so the first clue was that army has got some well nice trenches.
Yeah.
That was DW.
Who's that?
Dandy Warhols.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
All right.
It's good, yeah.
The second one, the top of them curtains are wrecked, all the material is worn.
Yeah.
HV, that's Holly Valance.
Oh, he got a phone call for a woman saying I haven't heard it, and he was talking to her off air, and she went, what is it? So-and-so said them's curtains. She went, oh, right. He said, you know the thing around the top of the curtain is a palmet, not a valance, and he went, cut her off.
Yeah, but my auntie's always making balances on everything. I'll tell you about that next week, right?
I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
Is this the one that farted for 5 minutes?
Yeah, the very same.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll talk about that. I was in Texas, I tripped up, I landed on my knees in a puddle, WH, wet knee Houston, right?
Wet knee Houston.
Yeah. So,
You're a maniac.
So, who's a winner?
We've got Pete, Catherine and Laura in Newcastle upon Tyne. They're listening online, I assume, and they're
on Sky
going to
Digital.
those great places. And remember, they got loads of stuff. They got the DVD here. They got Linda Green. They got Stone Roses. They got another compilation and Executive Decision.
No, like again, I spoke to you in the week, and I had much better things. Like when I tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through, and he had to clean up.
Shut himself.
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed? In what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right?
Right.
I give it to him. He's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right. It played.
What's the point of that? You'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's you know.
So he's all right. Me doing a boxing match for no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself,
Yeah, he did that.
It's commendable.
Right, and he's only going to go and do it again. He's going to climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, but what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
Where's you been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it up by now. Like, but it's slip on it.
I can't even bother.
Read about Brian Blessed. Is it actually true, or have you libelled someone else?
It was an interview with him in it.
And what did he say?
Oh,
Come on, what did he say?
He said I climbed Everest and I played havoc with me belly. Let's talk about it next week. We've really run out now.
Oh, you're a fool.
I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing,
You didn't.
right? And someone was talking
Your
about the
mother
cat.
once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was not a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right? And I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger.
It was honestly, Steve, if it was bigger, it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up and I'd put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there. That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that?
A cat paperweight to keep Carl in place. He keeps blowing around. It's windy. We'll have to weigh him down. Be careful. Your mum probably told him that it's a windy day. You got to get something heavy on him, otherwise he just gets blown into the road. God
Bless him.
Well, Carl, what are your thoughts? Why have you stuck it out here?
Nothing better coming in, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because you're always on holiday. You don't do a lot. You get paid, well, doesn't he, really? He's a moaner. He doesn't try and get on at all. He doesn't deal with people. He moans about everything. And, so he's...
I'm alright, I've got my own little room and that.
Yeah. Like a cage. It is like a cage, isn't it? And he can shut the door. If people walk past, he goes, shut the door. He doesn't want them looking in. He's like a miserable old chimp. We noticed today how much he's simian, isn't he?
He's very strange, actually. We maybe should try and get a picture on the website, because Karl's arms are particularly chimp-like. It's very, very strange.
Because he's got that he's got long downy hair. It's
and
not
the
like
long extended knuckles.
Yeah, and his totally round face that sort of the chin goes back and the dome of his cranium. I think, quite seriously, I know we sort of share about 98.5% of our genetic material with bonobos and chimpanzees, but I think he's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a little bit of a throwback. Just his line, they just kept to this sort of really the ugliest one in the cave and the tree, and he really didn't come out of it. I'm not saying you are, I don't think you are. Yeah, you're chimp-like.
No, it does annoy me. My hair annoys me on my body and that. Because I've got like hair on my little toes and that.
Have you?
Then on the legs.
Would you see your little toes? Can you pick things up with them?
Never tried.
Okay.
Well, that's the finale of this week's show. We're going to see if he can play a record and put the fader up
from a tyre while swinging in a tyre,
just using his hairy toes.
Yeah, I've sort of got hair all the way, but then it just runs out where it should be on the top of your head.
Yeah.
And is this part of the reason why you're always uncomfortable about being nude or around naked people? Is that partly the reason, do you think, because you look so grotesque?
Well, when I'm on holiday, I don't really like wandering about without a top on unless, like, it's a quiet beach or whatever.
Sure. So what would you normally wear?
Need. I just have like a nice sort of light, summery, sort of linen shirt, maybe, just a few top buttons open.
Yeah.
But I don't like... The naked body isn't that nice anyway, is it? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, if you're a cat and you're shaved, you don't look that nice. Do you know what I mean? But with
I think you'll find a cat is naked even with its fur on. Cats don't wear clothes.
No, but what I mean is, a bald cat isn't that good. You know, it does me head in that I'm bald. I'm not, I wish if I could have hair, it would be nice, but that's life.
Would you prefer animals to wear clothes like Mickey Mouse does? Or Goofy?
You know that I don't like nudist and all that. We've done it.
But don't you think sometimes you could sort of like maybe fancify it a little bit? Like if there was such a thing as an ape salon, and there isn't, Karl. There isn't, right? Would you give a orangutan a trim, maybe sort of his hair? Because some of those look like they're going bald, but they've got a comb over, don't they?
They should just have a shave. When it's like that. That's what I did. Just take it back.
And the underarms as well. Yeah, they've really got a lot of underarm hair. Even the women ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. I don't know. I don't even know why they breed. I don't know how they laid some of those horrible old hairy ginger orangutans.
Yeah, they are particularly grim, some of those.
I know, yeah.
The big ones.
I know.
Ginger ones.
Yeah.
They can't be happy, can they? What is that? Where did that happen, the ginger thing? Why do people give them, like, hard time and that?
Well, you just gave them a hard time then, so why did you do it? You were just buying in, were you, to
people do sort of give... I don't understand why, but ginger people get quite a bit of stick, and I've never understood it.
No, it's just, I don't know why.
They do, though, don't they?
I don't know, it might be historical, it might have been because... I'm sure they don't everywhere in the world. I'm sure it's probably...
Oh, they are. They're always... I've said to you about even, like, ginger cats, they're always fat, because they're sort of sick of it, probably.
Play a record!
Wait, what do you mean? Ginger cats, what do you mean?
When you see a ginger cat...
They've been eating, like, because they're upset,
fed up and
they've been bullied.
You never see, like, a thin, happy ginger cat running about. It's always overweight and looking a bit fed up. It's just a good point, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a good point, Karl. It's a point.
So last week, the Chinese don't age well. Now, anything ginger, including cats, are sick of it.
No, but I'm just saying...
Are you ginger? Would you like to take issue with any of Karl's points? 83 XFM is the text. You can text us. Maybe you've seen a thin ginger cat.
I'm not having a go, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird how people give them a hard time. And it's if I could have hair, I'd go for ginger hair rather than being bald.
Really?
That was Radiohead, and they're there. We're not here, all right? Pre-recorded. Coming up is one of Karl's little things. Enjoy it.
I've got that feature educating Ricky, which is a bit of a play on words as well. Right? Do you know the film, Steve?
Educating Rita.
Yeah.
I see what you've done. Go on.
I'm doing that, and I teach Ricky stuff.
What do you teach me, Carl?
Well, I've got a few different topics.
Go on.
Do you know, like how you taught me about Hitler and Che Guevara and Winston Churchill? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come in with topics every week, and this week I've got
Ghosts.
Hanging bacon is one of the topics.
Say that again.
Hanging bacon.
Hanging bacon.
All the titles.
Francis Bacon.
No, all the titles are sort of named to sort of tease you and get you more interested in it.
Hanging bacon. Well, you've certainly intrigued.
Go on. What's another title one?
Hairy Chinese kid.
I'd go for that one.
If there was a university degree with that title.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for hairy Chinese kid,
And
I
the
think.
final one,
Yeah.
Alien gives man a beard.
Right.
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, first, let's do it in reverse
No,
order.
we're not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. This is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien gives man a beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
I'm teaching you something. Educating Ricky.
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a
There's
jingle?
no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
well, okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, hairy Chinese kid, Alien gives man a beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car, I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he took him and he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was
he'd been
lying? What if
drunk?
he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any number
lying.
of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days
and that
with
was
his
an
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here...
I'm listening to Capital and these I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No way, it's great. No,
I want to hear about Airy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune.
Okay, play a tune. Come back with Chinese Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go back, take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this. I remember, I think all kids go through a phase of shoplifting.
Well.
And when I was going through it, I used to just little things, just like magic markers and magazines, Mars bars, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And one day, right, my mate, Anthony, his mum called up my mum and said, I've got to meet up with you. I've got to have a word with you. And she said, what about? She said, I don't want to talk about it over the phone. So she goes, oh, right, well, yeah, come round tonight then. So anyway, my mum sees me. She don't want to be in an awkward position and, like, be a bit embarrassed and what have you. So she sees me and she goes, right, Anthony's mum's coming round. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
So I go, oh, God. I said, I've been nicking stuff. So she goes, like, what? So, not big stuff. I've had a few calculators and Mars bars and stuff.
How many? I'll just work it out. Hold on. Works out at 7.2 per day.
So,
How many calculators do you need?
So it was when that phase.
You failed maths, didn't you?
Everyone wanted a calculator. It was like a trendy thing, wasn't it?
Right.
Oh, yeah. In Manchester a couple of years ago, yeah.
So anyway, so I told her all this and I confessed to, like,
Computers will make it there one day.
I confessed to
There's magic in the back of battery. Go on.
confessed to nicking all this stuff. She comes round. She only wanted to borrow some money.
Brilliant.
She said, oh, I don't like asking. I was a bit embarrassed to ask you over the phone, but can I borrow 20 quid?
Oh, that's fantastic.
And there's me.
That's great.
And it's similar sort of thing to yours.
And did you...
And he went, hold on, I'm going to work out the interest on that. A bank at 10%. She'll owe you £4.40. Yeah. Oh, dear.
So your mum was a loan shark.
yeah.
And did she mention
She
that
went,
you'd been nicking stuff with that other... Because what I'm saying is presumably you got your mate in trouble.
No.
Right, you didn't.
That's great.
Anyway, should we have some more music? Because we've
go
been
on.
waiting for hours.
What are you going to play, Carl?
We've got the Cooper Temple Clause
Oh,
lined up.
brilliant.
And the story, it's all sort of, you know, how he's being pushed about by his
Again,
wife.
that's not literally.
By his wife, she's wheeling him about. What do you
He's
mean?
wheeling him about. They go to a party. Everyone sort of looks round and looks at him.
What makes you think that he's in a wheelchair? What's the clues? What's the words?
There's loads of little things. It's
Go on.
like, well, like I say, something about his wife walking around with me and all that. Well, of course she is. She's pushing him about.
But walking around. If someone said, "Oh, she was walking around with me," I'd think they were both walking round.
There's a few.
But that's
different
not.
lines.
Well, there must be another. There must be a reason why you suddenly thought that fella's in a wheelchair.
Right. My wife's walking around
Put
with
on
me.
your makeup, and I feel alright.
No, and she's always saying, "Do you feel all right?" And that she's always asking him how he is.
Yeah, but she's
Just listen. Let me play it, right? And try and picture the scene, right?
But now I'm only thinking of a little fella in a wheelchair.
Well, have a listen to it,
Oh.
and you know, just everything that's been said.
Okay.
Understand why I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
No, never.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. No clue yet. Yeah.
He's just sat there watching, probably.
No. There's no.
Waiting until he's done.
Yeah, no clue. Okay.
No, that's all right.
Right, that's just a woman getting ready, and he's fine.
Yeah, he's just sat there and he's
he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, well, he's sat there in the wheelchair watching.
No, he's not in a wheelchair.
Listen. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at him. 'cause
No,
he's
her. He's saying she turns heads.
Shh. Walking around with him.
Yeah, walking
in a
around with
wheelchair.
me. We're both walking around.
Are you all right?
Yeah, nice thing to say.
He's all right. Right?
Yeah, he is all right because he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, he might not have any legs and that, but he's happy.
He has got legs.
Right.
He has got legs. I don't know why you think he's in a wheelchair.
There's no clue whatsoever. It seems to be based solely on, do you feel all right?
Yeah,
Which she's
you
just
only
saying
say that
because they're together at a party. Maybe he doesn't know anyone else there.
Leg. Right? Just hang on. So he can't drive.
because he's drunk. Probably
Oh,
he's had
is
a
he
great
though, is he?
time. He's been dancing
Puts him to bed.
because he's drunk.
Wow. Is he though?
He's turned out the light.
His hands work. Is that it?
Yeah, there's no clue.
But the thing is, that's what I'm picturing.
But that doesn't mean it happened. You picture people that are half man, half moth. It doesn't mean it's possible. Do you know what I mean, Carl? What you think is usually not true. Suzanne is totally right. There is no reason. I have never, ever thought that Eric Clapton was singing about a little fella in a wheelchair. And the one clue in that, there's two, isn't there? Are you all right? Oh, let me say that, little cripple. Right, and I'll give her the car keys. Oh, well, why is she driving? He ain't got any legs.
Pushing him around and that.
No, pushing him around.
So we'll do one more next week then.
Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it. I'm not sure. But could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I last week. Just before we had to come in to record this, I popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare because there were millions of protesters, so-called protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
I wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Most of his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. All the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits. Can I just ask Carl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. I had to say I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas present?
Yeah, but I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went, I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was a dear. It was like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding. I'm not mental.
Yeah. So you treated her to some other stuff.
Yeah, some bits and bobs.
What, so she chose them and you paid for them?
What, the presents?
Yeah.
No, you chose them and she paid for them, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you buy?
Shops. Well, just some bits.
It might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah, but
bits and pieces.
Leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday, right?
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh, dear.
Now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they were now,
tell us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what they are.
It doesn't. It
does, Carl. It's you, mate. Of course it
doesn't matter.
Oh, God!
Have you just remembered?
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl. I really want your permission, because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first, though. Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right. First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought her some shoes yesterday, and she did say, I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home, I said, it's all right. I said, you can have them, right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a...
And they feel like a horse.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she's done...
fed and clothed.
Yeah, did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? The thing
She's
is,
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
when I was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
Oh, it's going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just
Go on.
saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning. And I was like, oh, what I forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning, opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now. Went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get. It's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the
So
presents?
what you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
That's-
Did you get a brick?
No, let me tell you now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came. I said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it
No, it wasn't a
not
joke.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were they
makeup.
used?
Right, but
Passed
anyway,
the makeup. You passed all the other.
Past the
feminine
makeup,
stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases.
Yeah.
The foot spas.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the bathroom
hold
products.
on. How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well,
time
you
with
don't need
them?
to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say when she opened them?
I'm
No,
just-
wait. Carl, what did she say?
Right, play a record and we'll come back to this. Oh, you're worse than my father. That's genius.
Me and Carl went out, right? With me and Jane, Carl and Johnny and Gigi, wasn't it?
Gigi,
Is it important who went?
No.
Okay.
But we're walking down the street. Carl was there, though, and he can back me up on this. We had a curry. We were walking back, and this little funny homeless fella, didn't he? He, I got to tell you before I go, didn't he?
Yes.
He came up to me, right? And he recognised it. And he came up to me and he went, he said, I've just nicked 5 of your DVDs from HMV. And he shook my hand. He was so happy with it. And I went, right, excellent. He went, all I do is I just swing the bag over the top. Like that when I'm going out, and he had a bag full of DVDs, didn't he? And he was so pleased to tell me that he'd stolen. Isn't that great?
He said they're going like hotcakes.
Yeah, he said they're going up. Of course they are.
Yeah, you're nicking them.
I know. We get paid for them, though, don't we?
So not the stolen ones?
Don't we?
No. What do you mean? Did you sign them for him? I know you idiot. What? So he just nicked 5.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And you say he was homeless, was he?
Well, he don't know. Maybe.
No.
Surely, how would he have seen the show? He just walked past Curry's one morning.
Dixon's.
Yeah.
That's any idea.
Seen a trailer for it. Thought, interesting.
I don't know if he was homeless. I didn't go into his home
Sure.
life.
He shook his hand though, and
But he made Carl look smart. Do you know what I mean? So, how does he sell them? Where does he sell them? Does he go up to people and go, do you want an Office DVD? They're not nicked.
yeah,
£4.
yeah, exactly. Are these stolen? No.
No. They've still got the tags on them.
So then I was thinking, imagine like going to the doctors and he's saying, yeah, everything's all right, your heart's good and everything, but
Your art's good. What, your Larry's or?
yeah, your heart, you're in good form and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good news. You know, I had Gianno in earlier. He's not looking good.
Yeah. Fat swaller.
But you're all right. But your hands need to come off.
Right. Blimey.
But
That's bad. Like, I get a second opinion initially.
But I better good news, I've got a nice pair of feet I can sort you out with.
Yeah.
And he puts them on, and then I was thinking, right, first of all, washing up, what would that be like? But
Steve!
that'd be tricky. And then the second thing was, it'd probably ruin the sort of the shape of your jumper.
Because you have to keep putting the feet through there. Yeah.
And then I thought, but I could still cycle in
Okay.
to work.
You could run in.
Well, that's the thing.
You'd be really fast.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought I could still cycle because I could balance, and then I thought, but the only thing is I probably couldn't pull the brakes. because of the little short things.
Yeah.
And then, like you, I thought, but then again, you're running in half the time. So that's what was going on in last night.
Right.
That's what I was thinking about.
So did you
How
ever...
long did this take?
Well, how long does it take to wash up?
Right, because I imagine you just being there for like all night.
Probably 25 minutes.
How long did the little Chinese fella dance for in his pants?
He's always doing it. Last night he was at it for like 10 minutes.
Just, yeah.
And his girlfriend never sits in the same room as him. She's always sat in the bedroom.
She's going, you dance in pants again, I go in next door.
Well, she was in the bedroom. She's always in the bedroom, sat on the floor, on the mobile phone.
Right.
All the time, yeah. It's weird how people's lives are just like, it's like that Groundhog Day thing. It's like, you know, he's jumping about in his underpants. The old woman's sat there reading a book.
Yeah.
And that's what got me thinking about my life.
Do you think she ever
Are
goes...
you sure she's not dead? Every time you look down there, she's just flicking through it. She's just reading this book. The pages never turn. She never seems to finish it. She never moves from her chair.
Are you sure the Chinese
Her
girl's
cats
going...
are dead around her.
I'm going into next door again. That little
Yeah,
round-headed
the
fella's
smell.
looking in. He's looking in at me. The bouncer goes, "Don't worry, love, I'll go and beat him up." But he's always
true.
getting ready.
That's true.
They see you staring at him, washing up, going, "I could have feet here," and they get scared. The old woman's dead. Oh,
Carl,
dear.
can you tell us roughly which neighbourhood you live in, so that we know?
It's central.
Central, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine if that little... Was he a Chinese fella, did you say?
Yeah.
Imagine if he was listening now. I'd love him to call in and explain his actions.
Well, he might be on some other radio station talking about a lad who's always washing up and looking at his hands in a mysterious way.
Yeah.
But do we know this doctor that would go, "Well, all right, Carl, you can either leave them as stumps or I've got a lovely little pair of feet." Why? I mean, I told Jane this, and Jane went, "Is that the only choice?" He could say, "Could I have some dead man's hands?" Have you got any? Where do you get the feet from? Where do you get the feet from? Can I have? What would you rather have then? Human feet or monkey paws?
Well, I mean, that wasn't an option last night. That if the doctors said...
No, it
this
wasn't
is-
an option last night, but don't forget, it's in your head, Carl. This didn't happen.
No, but I'm just saying, at the time, that's all the doctor had to offer.
But you know, it's your head, you can go anywhere. No, it wasn't a real doctor to offer. It's in your head, you can go anywhere. You're not trapped.
Yeah, but if you can do anything, then you'd say, "We'll sort us out some other hands."
Fair point. Let's play record.
We gotta come back to this.
50 Cent in Da Club on XFM 104.9.
We're playing our favourite singles of the year.
Yep.
And we're looking back over some of our favourite clips of the year.
You know, you've done maths, you think?
Yeah.
Did no revision for that.
No.
Okay. English, do you remember what it was? Did they ask you about Shakespeare? Did they ask you
I
about
can't
books?
remember, but I must have done it because I thought that was...
It was English language, not English literature, wasn't it? So it was
it spelling and all that
So
sort
was it like a comprehension? You read a passage and had to ask questions on it? Was it? Did you have to write a short essay?
I don't know. I can't remember any of that.
Okay.
I did a science.
Okay, physics or chemistry?
Physics.
All right, well done. And this is all you think?
You actually took that? You actually took physics GCSE, you think?
You're obliged to do a language, I think. Did you do French?
I did French for a bit.
I don't think you are. I don't think you have to do a
I
language.
think you have a GCSE, I think you've got to.
Well, English quite good. I think that's his language he did.
So you don't know about language? History? Geography?
Just what you will find out, won't we?
Okay, but you just can't remember. I can't believe you can't remember turning up for these things, because it's quite a big moment in people's lives. It is the thing that you've been working to all of your educational life.
On the day that the things came out, I was working at as a printer.
Okay.
And it was a really busy
A lot of
day.
spelling mistakes. That
It was
day,
a really
that
busy
paper,
day,
wasn't
so
it?
you're bound to forget.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
exams.
No, but I had to use gold ink that day.
Oh.
And it's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
a printer,
yeah.
so you don't know.
No, that's the biggie, innit?
But it's tough. You've got to really get your rollers clean.
Carl, play a record, mate, and good luck with the exam results. Hopefully we'll have them for you by next week.
It's time to give Carl... You're actually nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. Just to recap, Carl is 30 this year. He never went to get his results of his GCSEs. So myself and Steve took it upon ourselves to phone his school, track them down, and we actually got your results. What did you think you took?
Did English,
Right.
maths,
Yeah.
art,
Right.
and I think I did physics.
Okay. Well, you didn't do any of them.
Eh?
You didn't do any of them. You didn't register. You registered for one exam and took one exam and got results for one exam. So I don't know what you thought you were turning up to, or you weren't registered, or you didn't.
You're familiar with the notion of registering for an exam? You have to kind of officially register in order to be eligible.
What do you mean, register? I turned up for a couple.
Yeah, you can't just show up. You have to register for them.
You have to pay this because it costs the school money, so they have had to have paid for you if they thought you were going to pass. You can't just turn up on the day and ask for some paper at the front.
I never got a letter telling me that.
Well, that's because you were never at school.
But you did somehow register or registered for one exam. You registered for history.
It's a topic that you've always been interested in.
I was saying to Ricky before, World War II, I loved it.
Not the actual event.
No,
the
but
study
just
of it.
all the stuff like, about the Anderson shelters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the bombs and that. And then when I took it, it had nothing to do with that. It was more about the Tudors.
So the Second World War didn't come up? You mean there were no questions about the Anderson shelters?
Nothing.
That's devastating.
So
what are you expecting the result to be?
is that it?
Yeah, it's the only one you took and registered.
As far as the school is concerned, or
yeah.
certainly in
It's the
terms
only
of
one
what
that
they told
counts.
us.
It's the only result. It's the only one that counts. Yeah, you've got...
Did you register for yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got certificates and everything.
So what, do you do that before the exam? Do you have to go somewhere and sign something, or...?
Yeah, you don't check your results and then decide if you want to register. It's not like Millionaire, when you look at the question and go, I think I'll take the money.
Yeah.
You go...
No.
But anyway, you must have registered for one, or maybe your teacher put you in for it.
I didn't do it.
They must have been confident. They must have been confident. They must have thought your best bet was history.
Right, so... What did they get?
You got an E. Which I think, technically, is a pass.
E?
It's a bad pass, but there's F,
How
and there's
much
U.
You're not going to be doing a PhD.
You can get an F, right, which is fail, and then a U, which is ungraded. Now, I don't know why the U exists, because F means you failed. U is like them going, you not only failed, but you wasted my time.
So...
We're annoyed that you took this exam.
So you thought they'd register me to get an E?
Well, they didn't.
I think they were hoping. It was rather like you with the lottery. They were hoping for something better than
You
nothing.
see, I assume that the man who registered for that thought he can scrape an E if Anderson shouters come up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You've got... Now, what I'd like to do, Carl, is... I've started your re-education. You've read a book on Rasputin. I'll be asking you a few questions about that later. I've got another book for you to read next week. Next week,
I'm not in the mood.
What?
Not in the mood.
Oh, come on. Look, what's that? What does that say?
It's that fella, it's the picture of the bloke that he used to use for Citizen Smith.
Yeah? Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quite happy, I think, when he found out that Robert Lindsay was involved. He went, yeah, of course you can. No worries, yeah.
What are your feelings, Carl? What
do you think? Are you
emotions
depressed?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm sure I turned up for more, so it just wasted my time.
Listen, they don't matter.
I'm sure
you're doing very well. You know, you can educate yourself. GCSEs are merely a step on the ladder to help you, not just for education, but, they're more vocational than anything else. You're doing very well, and you're reading books. Don't worry about it.
Guess how many balloons it would take, helium balloons, to lift a human up?
Go on.
6,000.
Should we do it?
If you want.
Brilliant. Next week, that's got to be a challenge.
Can we, is there a sort of balloon company or some sort of, party company that are willing to sponsor us to lift Karl
into the air
right,
with helium balloons?
10 feet off the ground, where we'll tether him down, right? Is there someone willing to pay for 6,000 balloons to try and lift
We
Karl
can maybe
up?
get some kind of company to sponsor it. I'm thinking like Electrolux, if they're going to sponsor puddings.
If they're going to sponsor puddings, and celebrities, Russ Abbott, they will sponsor Karl being lifted. Heat magazine, come on. They're big selling, very successful magazine there, and they know about Karl because they've mentioned him. Heat magazine, can we have a heat balloon? Yeah? Oh,
6,000's an awful lot,
into the
Rick.
air. It's the heat 6,000 Karl challenge. Lift Karl 10 feet into the air.
Yeah.
Come on.
What about if it was Karl and Dr. Fox? We could get two different balloons.
I think we need a lot more than 6,000.
a lot more for Fox, isn't it?
Mix, yeah. The height. I just explained what I'm laughing at, right? We just had a call from someone saying his company would sponsor Karl, right, to be raised by all these balloons if he could have a walk-on part in the office. And we immediately went, we're worried about that sort of thing. You can't really promise that artistic, and I was worried about the legality of it as well. How can you promise someone that for personal gain that's a private and all that sort of stuff, right? And I went, I don't know. And anyway, put the phone down to him, and Karl went, I love the fact you're more effing worried about that than me being raised 30 feet in the effing air. You started getting scared, did you? Are you worried about it?
Well,
You're quite excited about the idea of the challenge, aren't you?
I like the idea, but I want
Why do you like the idea, Karl?
What if it went all wrong and we're there going, the humanity of it?
I think we need
Karl,
to get...
he's just
and the rope would pull out my trousers.
Oh, no, it's definitely got to be Dr. Fox if that's going to happen.
God. We've got to do this.
So hang on, but let's just think about because wait a minute, we say this, but we'd have to get all kinds of health and safety people involved.
No, we wouldn't.
Of course we can't just start raising it in the air.
No, you're allowed to do it on private land, aren't you?
Look what happened to the Hindenburg.
No, but I was just saying there was lots of people died. Listen, look, all we do is we get someone, right?
But what if he gets loose and he just floats off into the air?
And he meets his magpie that he lost. He used to peck his grifter.
Balloons.
His balloons.
So
I'm so excited about this. Listen, we've got to do this.
No, but
please.
shut up a minute. Let's just stop and think about it. It's
Right.
60,000 balloons.
Look, no, it's not. It's 6,000.
But 6,000 balloons, that's a lot of balloons.
No, it's not. No, it's
don't
not.
be silly.
For
6,000
sponsorship, people pay for... no, listen, it's worth it. There must be a company out there that'll pay for this, just so we can film
Hang
it.
on, is there not an easier way of just getting one big balloon? Then the challenge is there's no challenge.
No,
then.
it's got to be. It's got to have people coming up and hooking balloons. It'd be like Buckaroo, and the person who puts the balloon that actually raises him 10 feet wins a prize or something.
So hang on. So what we've got each person with like 500 balloons.
Yeah.
That's mad. Can you imagine how many balloons that is? That's ludicrous.
6,000. Yeah.
That's an awful lot of balloons.
I don't know. There must be someone that could do this. Oh, look, people have walked on the moon, for Christ's sake. We can raise Karl Pilkington with some balloons.
Yes, but they had a NASA budget. We've got XFM behind us.
Yeah, but balloons.
Yeah.
Balloons are cheap. You can get about a pack of 25 for about 150.
Right, fine.
No.
True.
Yeah, the helium though, Karl. You can't just attach yourself to a pack of balloons.
No, but
What, you think we blow them all up?
with helium,
Right.
off you go.
But then we can do something with the balloons, can't we? Like release them afterwards.
Oh, we'll release them back into the wild. Brilliant. As a sign of peace. Fly, my pretties, fly.
Listen,
Be free.
I am so excited. I've not been so excited about, and when I thought that Robin Ince was going to stay in my cupboard for £1,000. Look, we've got to do this.
6,000 balloons. I don't think it's going to happen. That's an awful lot of balloons, and I just I don't see how we can tether them all to Karl. He's a small man.
No, but
because you have them at different lengths, don't you?
yeah, exactly. Karl knows.
Can you think about the logistics of this?
Oh, someone must know. There must be a company. There's a bloke willing to do it. I know he doesn't know the technology of it. He's willing to sort of stumble.
And
What
so-
if a company just has access to helium like that?
No, we can do this. Come on,
and
London,
someone's done
Londoners.
it was on the internet already, so someone obviously has done it.
Yeah.
So they didn't say, we can't get hold of the balloons.
No, they probably worked it out, didn't they?
Karl, you're more excited about this than anything else, about your education, about your exam results.
it's
You're so
exciting.
excited.
And we'll have a little rope. We'll be like flying a little kite, a little Karl. We're like, let's go,
Karl, what will you wear? Like a one-piece jumpsuit?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
With sponsorship all over it?
Oh, it'd be great. You're like Jackie Stewart, and just as you go up your little face, oh my God, I'm not going to sleep until this is done. This is the most exciting thing ever.
Only 10 feet.
10 feet, yeah. And
We
we'd
need some kind of rope to sort of tether you to the ground. We don't want you sort of flying off.
This is going to be great. And he'd have a little crash helmet and everything, and little Dee boppers on the crash helmet, like he's a little flying ant.
Definitely.
We give him a little, oh my God, can we give you an outfit like little wings and everything?
Can we paint your face with like children's
No, I'm
paint?
not doing all that.
Why?
Oh, because that would be silly.
Oh, please, Karl, do this. Do it. We'll do it for charity. We do it for charity, yeah?
All right.
Yeah? Oh, this is
We'll do it for children in need.
Please, just phone in if you can help us. Lift Karl up 30 feet. Let's say 30
I think
feet.
it has to be a decent...
Yeah, it has to be a decent
Well,
height.
is there a world record? Because we want to break that if we
Yeah, I want to break that. What is the world record for raising a man by balloons?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, let's just finalise details here. We've got...
I'm so excited.
Email address, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
What's the number? What's the number?
The number, Karl?
08700 800 1234.
Lift
again, give it
Karl.
again.
Lift Karl.
08700 0700 800 1234.
Sponsored by Heat Magazine
And
or something.
maybe even if you've just got an idea about how we might be able to organise it, how we might be able to get it done, if you've got contacts, anything, just get in touch, give us some information.
Oh, that'd be great. Carl, we're going to try and get Carl in the air. Anyone that can help us, take him up with helium balloons. Our friend Johnny Mango called again. And apparently the record's 11,000 feet. Carl is getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, the world record is 11,631 feet raised by hot air balloons.
Yeah.
How tall's Canary Wharf?
It's 11,631 feet. Exactly. I don't know, Carl.
Is it how much higher?
It's a long way.
More.
I'm not doing that.
Because I'm like 6 foot something.
Yeah, think of that. Just look at Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
But you can change your record. You could say, well, the sort of balloons are the one with Mickey Mouse on it or something.
Yeah, could I just
Change it
say
slightly.
something? That man did 11,000 feet, but he wasn't naked. All right?
Come on, Carl.
Your 30 feet will be the world record for naked ballooning. Yeah? Think about it.
All right, it's for charity.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone. We are going to raise Carl. And after Carl said, and just to think, my teacher said I'd never be a high flyer. So this is your chance, Carl, to shine, to fly.
Steve.
It'll be brilliant.
104.9 XFM, hello. I'm Carl. Ricky Gervais and Steve aren't here. So we're playing through some of the best bits. I say the best bits. It's the bits that came across first. I mean, I'm not wasting my time. I'm a busy man. You know what I mean? So here's another bit.
Carl's getting very excited, as we all are, about his new. Should we let him do a little taster for us?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
So the gist of it, what is it? What is it exactly?
Right.
Is it a game show or is it a competition?
It's just I just thought it's something that you can play, and also people at home can take part in it.
now, would they phone in about this, or they can just play at home while they're listening?
They can just play at home.
Okay.
You mean we haven't got any prizes?
No, there isn't.
No, I think we could get him to phone in, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear the game idea
Yeah.
first.
Right, it's music related.
Okay.
Good.
And what I do is I sort of tell a little story,
Okay.
and that story makes up a song title.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious.
So
Is it a cryptic clue?
could be. Say like this, right?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Say like this.
Right.
This woman, right? She's pregnant. You know the answer to this one, so don't be saying anything. This
Okay.
is just aimed at Steve.
Okay.
Right. This woman has a baby.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, has a baby, and the doctor's there in the hospital, going, "Oh yeah, you've got a lovely little baby here.
You told me that this is. Oh, this game.
Got a lovely little baby. It's just coming out now. You'll be able to see it in a minute, and it's like covered in gunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going, yeah, it's nearly here. It's coming out. I see its little head and that, and he gets hold of it, and it's full of all this gunk, right?
The baby's full of gunk.
Yeah, like the
Covered in gunk or full of gunk?
covered in it.
Right.
And he goes, here you go, get hold of your baby, and he drops it.
Right.
What song's that?
There's so much irrelevance there, Steve. I can't tell you. It's not a cryptic clue. It's not a cryptic clue because only. I mean, the gist of it is relevant.
That isn't the best one. That's just
Right. I mean, there's things there that you were dwelling on and thinking of pun. Don't just go for gut instinct. What was it? What was that?
Right,
How
I just need to try and get the basics of this. There's a woman, she's pregnant, she has a baby.
Yeah.
The baby's covered in gunk.
Yeah.
Right.
And because of the gunk, the doctor drops the baby.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah. That is all you need to know. Yeah. The pregnancy is largely irrelevant.
Okay, what are the key elements?
It's the birth and the doctor dropping it that are the irrelevant. The
The
relevant
birth
thing.
and the dropping of the baby. I've absolutely no idea. I can't even begin to guess.
Think about what's happened here.
Oh, Carl,
She's had a
isn't-
baby. The doctor's trying to deliver it. He's saying it's a nice little baby you've got here.
This is all irrelevant. This is all irrelevant. Right, let me tell you this. So just to be fair to Steve, so he can get into your mind. Right, this is not a traditional cryptic clue, logical problem. Or this is Carl. What song am I thinking of? Right, that is Underworld, Born Slippy.
I have to say, actually, that makes textbook sense.
Yeah.
No, that does actually. No, I'm sorry.
Do you like all the story about? It's all right. You can see it in a minute. Oh, it's just covered in gunk. Yeah.
No, I agree. There is some extraneous detail,
Yeah,
but I have
okay.
to say,
Yeah.
that
Born was good because it was. That's the look of it.
Yeah.
Born was good. Yeah.
and Born Slippy, No, I was quite impressed by that, Carl, I have to say. No, to be fair to you, I'm not just patronising you.
Oh, well, I've got, wow.
I actually think that was really good, and I disrespect Ricky Gervais for slagging that off, because I actually think that was quite good.
Well, let's go ahead with it then.
I feel we could maybe open this up to email correspondence or or the
let's
phone
go
lines.
for it then. Okay, this is Karl Pilkington's new game show idea. It's
Just what's the song?
Karl Pilkington presents What's the Song? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Karl Pilkington.
100 Reasons, if I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Pop Will Eat Itself. Carl, have you got like a sound effect or something of like get the atmosphere
cheering?
We're going to test.
Cheering. We'll seek it out with.
Have you got something there? Have a look on there. I'm just looking in the NME for the kind of forthcoming gigs of the smaller known bands, and it might be a useful place to just begin the.
Ladies and gentlemen, peoples around the world, will you please welcome to the stage Chumba Awamba?
Have you got a sound effect? We got one. Nice, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the Parkinsons? They're playing in Leicester this week, so look forward to that.
That's a good plug, isn't it?
Let me see who else.
If anyone wants to pop down to Leicester to see the Parkinsons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cyclefly.
Okay.
Oh, there's a genuine one here. This is someone. Simon's emailed and he says, "Will you just test this name for us?" Okay, Carl, if you can. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Coach? Not utterly convinced.
No,
it's not too bad. It's not.
I'm worried about the sound effect. We start to sound like Chris Moyles or something.
Well, he's a top broadcaster. Everyone loves him.
Losing weight as well.
He is hilarious. funny man. Just there's one more coming here. I'll just check this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will you please welcome, this is Chris in Oxford, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, Meanwhile Back in Communist Russia.
Is that a band?
I assume so.
I assume it's his band.
Yeah.
Steve, I will play great old tunes till the cows come home. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great, they're good, right? But I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not, because I've, play that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People whose names now are largely laughed at in the serious rock
or people
circles.
that people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens, Rod Stewart, I thought.
Was he Rod Stewart? Many people now are thinking of the leopard hot pants and the ludicrous hair.
I think I'm sexy and all those sort of old stadium sort of disco things, but he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie May and I thought, hold on, two birds with one stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song, right? Yeah. And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said? I was sitting outside, I was singing, and he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late?
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went, there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Carl.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm always looking at stuff. I was looking at stuff this morning because of Yora Geller last night. eating all that funny food and that, and also they all got a bit scared last night, didn't they, with a snake?
I didn't see that. So is this I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah, he got all worried about a snake getting on the sort of wandering about in between the sleeping bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were all scared, and it's so easy.
Leave it with me. Sorry, the doctor says, leave it with me. Leave it with me.
Well, they were all scared because there's a snake, and it's so easy to find stuff out. Before they, where are they? Where is this jungle?
Australia, I think.
Before they went, give it half an hour on the internet. I found out with snakes, you don't need to worry, right? They're deaf, they haven't got any ears.
Right.
So as long as you're really quiet, it'll probably leave you alone.
Yep.
And also, they don't have eyelids. So they were suggesting if one's coming towards you, just like kick sand in its eyes. Because it can't blink and it leaves it a bit like annoyed and it wanders off. but they didn't do any research before they went.
Yeah.
And that's
I think your knowledge would hold you in good stead. I don't think you need to know any more than you know. Okay. It's not his vault. Let me have It's Not His Vault. You've got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right, it's not his vault. This fella...
Yeah. What year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And,
does he wear flares in the story?
Right,
Is that your reason?
No, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric.
He's electric.
And if he walks past the telly would fizz.
Uh-huh.
If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be all right, and then the power would sort of switch on in his body, and the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean, so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but
It's not his vault.
But there's a reason. Not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about.
I think we should do these the other way round. I think you should tell us the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Bin it. We're not doing it.
No, we are. I noticed the other day when Karl was sitting on your knee having his picture taken. It's a long story, right? He's got a completely spherical head. It's slightly too small. I'm not being funny because, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect. But he's got a completely spherical little head. He looks a little bit like a baby hamburger. You know Hamburger off McDonald's?
Sure.
He looks like a little baby hamburger. And it's sort of quite put upon. Suzanne thinks a lot like that thing in that Dulux advert. Do you know when the woman pulls the head off that?
That little plasticine morph type
and then they make a new ad for it. And it's like a little head.
Really?
And that's your girlfriend saying it.
I know. I'm getting excited now because we've had loads of calls and emails, not only backing me up, but going a little bit further. Apparently, Johnny Mango called in again. He's become our sort of official researcher on this show. There is evidence that Queen Victoria in Balmoral, with a young house guest, Winston Churchill, used to consume cocaine-filled lozenges. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Also, MDMA was a precursor of sort of ecstasy, a derivative, and that was big in the day, giving soldiers, you know, a little pick-me-up. So it's not so mad, is it?
It sort of makes sense because he was into his speeches and that, and they say that coke gives you sort of, you know, the balls to stand up and say like...
Not that that's a good thing. And
no, it's not.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Right? But apparently it makes you confident, doesn't it? So you can stand up and say, you know, we're going to fight them on the beaches.
Yeah.
And all that. And sound like you mean it.
It's exactly, yeah. When he was sort of like, you know, a little bit pissed up with his cigar on, coked off his tits, he wanted to fight. He didn't care where it was. He'd fight on a beach. He didn't care. He didn't care if he got sand in his new trainers.
Exactly. He was boozed up.
Yeah. You want to fight? Yeah. That's why he was coming hard.
He was very much, you got to think of him as the Liam Gallagher of his day.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Bad.
Are we allowed to talk about this? I mean, I don't mean in terms of referencing drugs, but are we allowed to... Is this like libelous to Winston Churchill?
One, you can't libel the dead.
Yeah, but
two, it's a lot.
Is that only in America?
I'm asking, and we're not saying, you know. Two, I think you'd probably going to do also a fair comment. Three, we say we were joking. Yeah. 4, it's a satire.
Yeah. 5, we love him.
5, we're not condoning drugs in any way.
6, this is Dermot O'Leary's show.
I didn't have a go at him anyway. I said he's all right. If there's any law against Rasputin, we might be in trouble.
Law against
Rasputin.
You did willfully Raspute.
Yeah.
All over the airwaves. You did
slag off Russia's greatest love machine.
Yeah. You didn't shoot him till he was dead, did you? Oh, put some poison into his
I'll tell you
wine.
this, if there's any other historical questions that people want answered, then we're the men. Because really, with the three of us, our knowledge of the fact that the Hindenburg was filled with helium, the kind of coke habits and various drug habits of Britain's most famous political leader, we've got the answers to all of it.
Einstein.
Go on.
I found out in the week that he didn't talk till he was 6. See, it's all these people who are weird.
Churchill couldn't read, could he, till he was about 8 or 9?
Really?
Yeah. So, there you go. He got a D in history, apparently, GCSE. Just one better. Kings of Leon, California Waiting on XFM 104.9. Do you know what, Steve? We get emails and, we got our posters up around this show and people enjoy it. But I don't think we get the credit we deserve for picking the music.
It's true.
Because we're totally unplaylisted, and I don't know if people know about this, that mine and Steve's sort of first passion before comedy is probably music. We're really, we love playing each other sort of records and that. And maybe when we come back, we should do a show where there is no pressure to, like Carl doesn't press the buttons for us, pre-record it, where we just swap each other's sort of ideas for music.
It'd be like the Ricky Gervais compilation tape.
Well, sort of like, we're not talking John Peel, where we're trying to find obscure Belgian jungle and do demos. Everything from, Kings of Leon, Lou Reed, maybe a bit of 80s stuff that people have forgotten about.
Beautiful songs.
So what do you think?
I'd love to do that, Rick. I mean, genuinely, there's nothing more exciting to me than introducing to someone a song which they then go on and they love and they listen. Maybe they buy the album.
But that's something to think about, maybe for later.
Yeah. Well, it's like you say, the pressure to kind of come up with some, high caliber chat between each record. It takes a toll.
But and that's it's a passion of ours, and we'd love to. But now it's Rockbusters.
Bad Time from the Jayhawks on XFM 104.9. Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Karl.
We're having a good time.
We are indeed.
All right. Yeah. Karl, what you got lined up for us now?
Right, well, you got a choice.
Nearly Dead?
You can have a bit of educating.
Yeah, let's have educating. Come on.
Educating, Ricky. Can we just clarify what this is? I think a lot of new listeners perhaps aren't familiar with this.
It's when Karl looks on the internet and finds a weird story about, the double knob fun, and tells me about it. And it's usually not true.
Okay.
If it is true, I know it already. Go on then, Karl.
They're not really weird stuff. It's just stuff that's gone on. That's interested me. That's all it's about, and I educate about it.
I should just confirm that we've had a number of emails that say the baby born without a knob and then having one transplanted from a baby that luckily enough had two knobs is apparently true.
Right,
listen.
So,
I don't question that you could be born with a deformity and get someone's, fingers, knobs. What I'm saying is, it didn't happen with the doctor goes, I'll leave with it. I don't believe it. That baby's got two knobs.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. I bet that little bit of information isn't in there, is it?
Sure.
That he went out the door, I'm going to get a coffee, came back, bloody hell, hold on, here's an extra knob, I found an extra knob. We can put that knob on there. Perfect. Travis, writing to reach you on XFM 104.9, all right?
A couple of emails here trying to respond to our requests for nursery rhyme related information.
Oh, go on.
Nikki Williams says that she was at infant school and she had a nursery rhyme book, and in the book, and this may just be the illustrations, but apparently the 10 in the bed in there were small baby monkeys, which you'll be loving, Karl. But again, I suspect that might just be the illustration that accompanied
I remember I had a book of nursery rhymes when I was little, and my brother, he was older than me, and I was about 5, so he was about 16. And I remember him and his mate just absolutely cracking up because it said, up Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed and bandaged his knob, N-O-B, with vinegar and brown paper. I've since found out the knob is like the old English for head, but I didn't know why they were laughing.
Of course.
They were just cracking up. This was, whenever one of my mates' brothers came around, he said, where's your nursery rhyme book? And he'd read it to him. Yeah. And it was just the funniest thing in the world.
The brown paper and vinegar was a popular method, because didn't Jack and Jill use that? They used something similar.
No, that was Jack and Jill.
That was Jack and Jill.
Yeah, that's Jack when he broke his crown, which obviously, that means his head as well, doesn't it? Yeah. So he's fractured his skull on a sort of like an outcrop of rock. Yeah. And then...
is that still used, the brown paper and vinegar?
I don't think it is.
I don't know, maybe in Manchester they're still using that, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Tracy and John Burton say that they reckon a Humpty Dumpty was actually a cannon that used to sit on the walls of the castle in Colchester where they live.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
Sat on a wall, had a great fall, the kings couldn't put them together again. So he had I broke the cannon, or it meant it exploded.
Maybe the cannon fell apart.
Because people used to get blown up by cannons just doing it wrong, didn't they?
Sure.
Which is hoist by your own petard.
Right.
Where that comes from.
Right.
Coming back and blowing up in your face.
So that makes slightly more sense, because you would want to send for the King's Men then.
Yeah, and the horses.
I think the horses just came along anyway. They were just interested.
That was quicker.
Sure.
The Quick King's Men, it took them about 3 minutes, with the horses there in about a minute. So, but I mean, if it blew up, there's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So we got to the bottom of that. See, that educational, Carl. See, this is real education. You know what I mean?
It's got a bit heavy though, doesn't it?
What, Humpty Dumpty? Yeah, it has got a little bit heavy. Let's dumb it down a little bit. What do you want to do? Mary, quite contrary?
We're doing Rockbusters in a bit.
Hang on a minute.
What?
Before you even get to Rockbusters, oh, man alive, there are loads more verses to Old Mother Hubbard.
Are there?
I'm going to digest these while we play the ads, and I'll see if there's any salient information I can give you afterwards.
Brilliant.
Moving on, what's the next one?
Would she be able to breastfeed?
Yeah, and she'd be able to do it standing up while he was on the floor.
Talking to nipple.
Hey, come on.
There's a lovely juicy pair over there.
Okay, I think as is the last show, people should actually phone in and speak to Carl and try and convince him.
forget that.
Yeah, what's the number, Steve?
Forget that. We haven't got time.
Yeah, he hates answering it. We'll do it during the record.
Leave it.
Phone in if you want to speak to Carl, if you know the number. Call in, try and convince Carl to kiss a little nipple.
Don't want to.
Rick, I should just point out that I feel...
Don't answer back.
Come on, I think Carl has offered nothing there. I think those educating Rickies were appalling.
They're
And the only
rubbish.
thing, Rick, the only thing that would redeem the show is if you kiss the nipples.
Kiss a nipple.
not
Phone
gonna
in if you want to
happen.
speak to Carl. If you know the number,
happening.
call in and try and persuade Carl while this record's on. We'll answer the phone. Phones are still going mad. Answer one. Just put with someone else. Kings of Leon, California waiting. He was rude. He's so rude to people. They phone up and they say, "Oh, kiss his nipple." And he goes, "Yeah, all right." And he hangs up on them.
What am
Answer
I
the
meant
phone.
to say to
Put them
someone?
on air. Answer the phone and be nice to whoever it is. Be nice to them at least.
Putting people on the air.
Hello.
Carl,
Yeah. Speak to Carl.
why don't you speak about that human monkey that was on the other day?
Old news, man. How long have you been listening?
Listen, can we forget the monkeys? What do you think of his nipples?
All right, then just kiss his nipple then for...
I'm not going to kiss
500
his
quid.
nipple.
I'd do it for 500 quid easy.
Would you?
Yeah.
But why? Why do you want me to do it anyway? What are you getting out of that?
Oh, come on, mate, 500 quid. It's worth it.
Yeah, but...
He's got the money. You'll probably get more out of him if you want.
It's not about the money, really.
Phone. Think of Suzanne. Suzanne, you come home 500 quid and go, there you go. Just kissed his nipple. 250 quid each.
She gives me more.
It's not hard.
I'm not. It's not happening. Right? It's not happening.
Did you just cut him off then?
Well, there's another fella there.
Who's that?
Hi, my name's Linda.
Right. All right, Linda, you all right?
What would make your day, Linda?
If Carl actually gave it a lick, not just a kiss.
Forget it. Go on. I think what else has gone on?
Well, while you're thinking, Carl, I should just tell you now, you threw that question out earlier, why are ginger people historically mocked? We've had a couple of responses on the text, 83XFM. Again, as ever with XFM listeners, don't believe what they say, don't trust what they say. But one of them...
Have we got any respect for anyone in the world?
I'll get back to you. Pete in Tooting, now, again, I think this is nonsense. He claims that the reason ginger people are disliked is because Judas was ginger. From the Bible. I don't know where he's come up with this idea.
No, I've heard that.
But I mean, are there a great many people from, the Middle East who are ginger?
Well, that's probably why he stood out.
Sure.
And he was probably fed up, and he thought, I'll get him back.
Yeah.
Maybe...
Unless he had his hair dyed ginger when he was on the witness protection scheme.
What did
Which
he
presumably
do?
he had to go into
What-
after it all came out in the book.
What did he do?
What did he do?
why
He
has got a
stitched
bit of a
up.
bad
He
name?
stitched him up, didn't he, to the Romans, didn't he, Judas? Didn't he do it for 40 pieces of silver or something? I'm not big on the Bible, but apparently...
Incidentally, if you'd like us to stitch up any kind of messiahs for 40 pieces of silver, just get in touch, 83XFM. We're willing to do that for you as well. But that's one explanation. There's another one here, which is, again, I don't believe this for a moment. It says, ginger people get a lot of stick because in Elizabethan times, people with ginger hair were told that their mother had slept with the devil. And that was why their hair was ginger. So there's two options. Maybe if you've got some more, you can any more spurious thoughts, then get in touch. The Pogues, rainy night in Soho. I hope there isn't a rainy night in Soho tonight, Rick. I'm sure you're one of those who agrees with me. Listen, we just had an email here from a guy called James Lee. He says, hi, just writing a bit of info on the scientists in Antarctica. I'm a scientist who's just come back from one of the Antarctic bases called Halley. There are 15 people staying there over the Antarctic winter. The scientists are looking mainly at the atmosphere, things like the ozone hole and meteorology. Right. I think there are 6 scientists staying over the winter, as well as a doctor, electrician, mechanic and a carpenter and so on. And so he's saying they do listen, they have the internet, so they maybe could listen to the show on the internet. And if you get the chance, say hi to Francis, and the rest of the winter is for me. Sure, no problem. Yeah, thanks, James. But yeah, there they are. That's what they're doing. That's what they're up to.
But why are they asking you for a message though when I mean, have these people got families and that, or are they convicts, or...
No, what do you mean? Of course they probably do get messages from their family.
Well, why are you doing one for one? Is that... I mean, say, do you know, like, you see it in, like, Porridge and stuff like that, where if someone's in prison and no one visits them,
yeah,
and they sort of look a bit fed up and that, is this message that you're doing for like, people who don't get a letter in the post from...
Brilliant. So they put this on the shelf until someone doesn't get one. All right, Hargreaves? Yes, sir, I didn't get a message today, sir. You have got a message, Hargreaves. I've what, sir? Hargreaves, you have got a message. Really, sir? From Ricky Gervais. Really, sir? And I give it... Don't talk, please. There are scientists listening. Try to keep the talking shit down to a minimum today.
Well, what's annoying me is, right, they're saying this stuck over there for months, but it seems to me like they're wasting a lot of time. Right?
Why?
Well, you're saying they probably watch DVDs. They're saying they've got internet access.
Yeah.
Yeah? They're
wrong.
Listening to messages,
yeah,
get the job done and go home.
Well, then we don't have to tell them anything then, because they listen to the internet. If they've got the internet, then, yeah, it's a waste of time. Good point. Play a record.
Well, hang on, before that, here's a good point. You've had a long time to research what's been going on in the world. We just had an email here from Nicholas who says, why haven't you told them about the recent Pig Olympics that just went on in China? You've missed that one, Carl, once again.
Who won?
XFM. Anthony and the Johnsons. Isn't that beautiful?
Interesting.
Hope There's Someone on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, more revelation. We were talking about it last week, but Karl brought it up again just now. Didn't want to go to the doctors, didn't want to have a full sort of body checkup that may save his life, because he saw on the website they do a test where they have to insert a finger in his arse.
Oh, don't tell me about it.
Why?
Don't put it on the website. Just we look at your heart.
Yeah.
We'll check your blood pressure out.
Yeah.
And then they could just do it quickly. Could just sort of say, right.
How do they do it quickly?
No, but what I'm saying is it's worse, isn't it? Going in there knowing that... I mean, they've got it on the website. So you're on the journey on the bus thinking, in about 20 minutes I'm going to have a finger up my arm.
But they're doctors.
Yeah, but just
They're not doing it for a laugh. They're not filming it with a two-way screen. They're not putting on boxing gloves so it hurts more. They're up. Oh, it's prostate's all right. Out again. Out again.
I'm just saying, in the day, the sort of...
Do you think they're in the pub going, here he comes? It's Pilkington. I had my finger up his arse today.
Do they allow ladies to do that? Do they allow female doctors to do it?
Of course they do. They're doctors.
No, that's worse. Then.
You're sounding like him.
No, I'm just interested because, you know, do they allow female doctors to do the finger up the arse thing?
Well, of course they do. They're doctors. Forget the female and male. They are doctors.
Right, do you know any female doctors to do that? But what I mean is, isn't it a bit like if you're being searched at an airport, you know, and you're a woman, they send in a woman person to search you. They don't send in a bloke to do it. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, they probably trust someone who's gone through 6 years medical college not to be taking the piss as opposed to a fat security guard who couldn't get anything else. Do you know what I mean?
You're talking about, there's doctors all the time coming out in the papers, or they gave them this so they could look at their boobs or whatever, or, you know, it's all you're always hearing stuff about dodgy doctors.
But what I'm saying is, the reason why they do that at security, because there's lots of security people, and they can, you know, for your own, you know, for the, you know, your own modesty, there's a female one to search females and a male one to search males, and that's fine. But there's not like 4 or 5 GPs to choose from, and you go in there and you go, is it your arse and testicles? Do you want a bloke or... you know, you accept it.
What if they've got long fingernails?
They don't have long fingers. What do you think this female GP looks like? She's sitting behind the desk like Cruella de Vil with cleavage and long red false nails going, hello love, bend over, this may hurt a little bit. There's gloves and Vaseline. I don't believe there's 2 of you now in the room. Karl, they're doctors. They have to, what would you rather do than put the hand down your throat and round your alimentary canal to feel your arse? It's a quicker way in.
You seem to know a lot about these doctors who stick fingers up people's asses. You're a very well-informed gentleman about this sort of thing.
Well, say if they did find something,
yeah,
would you then have to get like a second opinion, so someone else's finger?
Well, no. They test it to see if there's anything suspicious. That it's usually a swollen prostate, which can be anything. So they, you know, they catch it early, and that's it. They feel up there.
But if you want a second opinion, then the same doctor will just stick a thumb up and have a feel around then. Yeah. So it always works in the same way.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a doctor who can, I don't know, put me at ease. I mean, surely there's another way around it. I don't believe that. I mean, what is this? 60 million people or something in the world, isn't they? 60 billion or something?
well-
6 billion, something?
Yes, you got it. You
Right.
hit it. Well done.
That's a good word.
Right, so yeah, there's 6 billion, did I say?
Yeah, what's 6 billion then?
Loads, isn't it?
Yeah, but
So if you want a doctor to phone up to assure you that the finger at the bum thing's not painful and that it's necessary and
Just
that
that
it's
it's
not just someone
necessary,
trying to
really.
get kicked.
Just that it's not an easy way round.
All right,
Do you
what's
know
the
what I
phone
mean?
number here?
It's changed, haven't they?
oh,
You're the producer!
Hang on, here it is. 0871 222 1049, and I think you select option 1. It tells you anyway what to do.
please, if you're a GP or you've, even if you've completed medical, I mean, we want a qualified doctor, really. Anything else is not good enough for Karl Pilkington. We'd love to. You can ask him all the other questions because Karl, as I said last week, he doesn't feel his own testicles because he doesn't like the feel.
Yeah.
So I'd like a doctor to explain to him how necessary that is.
And this is truthful as well. I've got very slight pain around the genital area at the moment, and I think it might be some kind of groin strain, but I'm a little bit anxious, not entirely sure
Yeah,
what it is.
you've been with me twice when I've gone along to get them checked.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, but it's usually I think you're in a pretty low risk, aren't you?
I'd hope so.
You're coming out of the 20s. I think testicular sort of. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not qualified. They told all they said was to me sort of like it's 20s and 50s.
Mine-
So we're in.
Mine sort of felt like they dropped a bit the other week when I was on holiday. I don't know if that's like when you're relaxing or I was wearing shorts a lot.
How far? If it's 2 foot, it's too far.
I was having problems walking.
What do you mean?
No,
Why?
it was just a bit. I had shorts on all day. I'm happy and walking about on the beach and what have you. And then at the night, when I put some long trousers on, I was sort of walking like a rickets.
They probably like stretch a little bit. Sometimes, I told you when I was about 18, I was scared. I went to the doctor. I felt a pain, right? And because I was doing biology, I thought I'd show off this doctor. I said, I've got a pain. I think it feels like it starts in the epididymis and goes up through the urethra either. And he went,
Finger up the arse.
he said, your jeans are too tight. They're squashing your balls. So we want a doctor like that.
So what's the phone number again?
It's 0871 222 1049.
A qualified
What do you
doctor.
mean your balls drop though? We've got to come back to this.
I don't know. They just felt like it's not too bad at the moment. I was all right on the way in, but it was just,
I feel twinges all the time, but you never know whether it's just because they're
no,
in.
but they felt like they weren't my own. Do you know what I mean? They sort of felt a bit like these are.
There wasn't a
baggy.
bloke standing really close to you, was there? And
You didn't get them mixed up, did you, on the way back? On the flight back?
felt
Someone else has got
Well, take a leaf out of nudist books. They just walk around. They've got
I
nothing
don't
on
think
it.
about nudists.
Why?
Well, let's play this ad break and that. And
Have you had another encounter?
if we've got time, I'll tell you about it.
Have you really?
Oh.
XFM.
Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling in to
I study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. If you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Karl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick? I think he's a real doctor.
Yeah.
12-inch long tube they can put up there.
So, Karl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then? I mean, at what point do they say, "Hang on, we need a light here"? I mean,
It's normally if there's something wrong.
but so if I go then, say if I go to this Wellman clinic, right, and
Yeah.
they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying then because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
But Karl, there's
To the
nothing.
hospital.
But you go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they'll find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor, but you know, I've had that done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing, or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Carl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training, is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And
Probably not.
well, you never... I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about? And he's like, all right, nice day. Strap your trousers.
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, I better not kick off with the finger up the arse. What I do is I'll start on with the, the head, and then we'll then go, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington.
So Rob...
He drops his keys and he goes, pick them up. And as you bend over...
Will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're, like, open to do? You do all these...
I'll have to do it at some point. All doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is the another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know...
aren't doctors anyway.
But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in,
Yeah.
will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of
I've
it?
already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching
And you learn on...
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on,
Yep.
and there's lubrication,
Yep.
and it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about,
But
Carl?
who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like, when a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts the bleed on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Carl's face. I mean, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified. That he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway, do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't... If you've never done it before... You pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look. You've got to have an expression on your face, like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look. They can't see your face.
There. You got the big boss consultant man going, now move your finger there, and you'll probably feel this. But he's just done it. He knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomerate or whatever.
The conglomerate, yeah. Its conglomerate is in perfect working order.
Well, I'm still.
Thank you, Rob. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Carl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you. You two, City of Blinding Lights. I'm going to see them next week at Twickenham.
Well, enjoy that.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
again for letting me know about your...
Old Nobbo and Edge and all that. Now listen, you just got an email there saying, can you turn up your microphone, Steve?
Apparently my voice is a little bit
Well,
quiet.
Carl has to do one thing, make sure we're heard. That's all he has to do.
Well, I can hear it. Sounds fine to me.
Well, not to the listeners, and that's who we're trying to please.
Well,
Yeah.
It's one person, said he can't hear
Yes, but we've only got one listener. So if he's not happy, we're buggered.
You're allowed to say buggered. Not twice, certainly. Once could have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Twice, pointing it out is definitely, complaint material.
Neil Young from the album Zuma, and that's Pardon My Heart on
Beautiful.
XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. We just had a text here that says, and I don't know what truth there is in this, as ever, but John says there is apparently a nude bike ride today in Hyde Park. Now, I can't believe that's the case, because I don't think it's allowed, is it? You can't ride around with your veg out, can you?
I don't know.
Why would you want to?
Well, good point.
On a bike?
On a bike, I love the fact that that's what disgusts him.
Do you know what? If we did appeal for a nudist to call in, I'd want a very specific sort. I want a German nudist, a middle-aged man called Helmut.
Okay.
If there is any, or the closest one to it. So I want a middle-aged man from Germany. If your name is Helmut, you're in. But I'll accept hands. Carl would be good, wouldn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm wondering if the age might. Maybe we could we broaden that
Okay,
a
just
little bit?
a German nudist bloke.
Right.
Can he at least be fat? Can I find a fat German fella? If your name's Helmut, we're going to give you a big prize.
Yeah.
But, any fat German fella who likes to get his sausage out.
Sure.
Okay?
It's sauerkraut.
Yeah.
What's the phone number?
0871 222 1049. It'd be good just to get an email or a text with a contact, wouldn't it? And then I can just call them up in the week.
Sure.
And
83936 is the text number. I don't know what our audience demographic pans out like, Rick, but I'm suspecting that's probably a fairly small fraction of our listenership.
I know, but there must be someone out there. If you
nudists.
know a fat German who likes to get his tackle out, phones are going.
Straight away.
Just answer it, Carl. Just answer it. Just pot luck.
it could be anything.
Well, let's just see what it is.
To be fair, it could be a nutter.
But just say hello. Just tell your turn. It's not straight away.
He'll stay there, won't he? He'll stay there.
Well, answer it.
Let's
Answer
leave
it.
Leave it.
Answer it.
Oh, you see this? It's gone. It's gone. There you go. He bottled it, so just as well.
Well, you took too long to answer it. Lloyd Cole, Impossible Girl, on XFM 104.9. Wow.
Rick, I'm just reading an email we've had, and it is indeed true. Scores of naked cyclists will be wheeling around London today in a mass protest against oil dependency. The World Naked Bike Ride will see the arresting sight of up to 200 daring riders bearing all in their cycle past some of the capital's most famous landmarks.
Have they got to wear an helmet? Are they against wearing an helmet?
Well, I think they're trying to make a statement, I would imagine. I don't know.
Well, they don't have to wear a helmet. It's not law to wear a helmet on a bike, is it? It's for your own safety. It's sensible. You're right, yeah.
Well, it's also sensible to just pop some pants on. Just pop some pants on.
Are you going to be popping down there and cheering them on?
I'm not going anywhere near it. What are they going against? What's the problem that's going on?
Oil dependency. I think, generally we're consuming too much oil, aren't we, in the world, and it's going to run out one day, and we've not got any alternatives.
Talking of campaigns and things and that, did you see Sir Bob on Jonathan Ross last night?
Sir Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof.
Yeah.
You going to walk to Edinburgh or sail to France, Carl? What do you think of all this? The G8?
I think it's good that, he's doing some stuff for the world and what have you, but probably won't bother.
No?
Having a walk.
What do you make of all this campaigning? He's dedicated his life to this now, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I was watching him last night, and I respect the man. I mean, he used to work here, didn't he? Did some shows and that. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's all right that he can do it, but... I
assume that's not why you respect him. I assume you respect him because he's trying to save a nation, as opposed to used to work in XFM for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's good that he's given up a lot of his time to, try and save the world and that, but, there's a bit of me that's kind of like, is he wasting his time a bit?
Right, what do you mean wasting his time?
Well, he tried it before, and
No, wait. What he's trying to say is that the G8 are the I think the 7 most rich, wealthy nations in the world, and Russia, and they get together and they can wipe out the third world debt. I.e., they owe us billions and billions of pounds. They can't afford to pay it back. So he's going to say, let's wipe the slate clean and pledge, I think, a lot more aid and stuff to them, isn't it? So what do you think of that?
But won't they just do it again?
Right, what's you thinking?
No, I just mean...
I knew I had a little diamond in the rough here. I mean, obviously, I admit, I brought this up because I really wanted to know what Karl thought of it.
Sure.
Yeah, I had ulterior motives. It wasn't just for awareness, for the very worthy cause. It was because I know... Look at him looking at me. Look at him, he looks at me like a cat. Honestly, it's like there's nothing behind those eyes. Right, what do you mean?
They're just going to run up the debt again, you think?
Well, what I mean is, right, when I was a kid, right, and I wanted to go to the arcade, I'd borrow £1 off my mum, right, and she'd say, don't come back asking for more and what have you. But I'd have a go on a pinball machine or whatever, game on a fruity, and then go back, and she'd go, can I have some more money? And she goes, I gave you £1 before. And I go, I know, but I'm on holiday. And she goes, there you go then. And then I go off and do the same thing. I didn't go, no, I wasted the last one, I'm going to pop this in the bank.
Right.
So you think that's what's going to happen with...
That's a nice metaphor. So what do you think happening there? As the Africans are blowing it down the arcade. Instead of putting it towards a fishing rod, they're blowing it down the arcade. I'm trying to win a watch. Look, I've got 100 goals. I think this thing is dodgy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win a fluffy toy.
And so Bob's saying, you're never going to get the Snoopy.
You're never going to get the
It's
Snoopy.
always going to fall out of the little claw
It's
before it
rigged.
gets to
The
the top.
claw is not strong enough.
Yeah.
Do not waste it. No, Midge.
Midge, you have to write a song.
Write another song, mate. They've blown it down the arcade. Brilliant.
So that's your genuine logic, is it?
Well, I just don't know... if they put me in charge of it, I don't know what I'd do. I just think it's a...
Could I just say that will never happen?
No.
Could I just say to London,
Yeah,
and anyone listening on
Sleep
Saturday, yeah, don't worry, Karl is not going to be put in charge of G8. It's not going to be him, Blair Chirac.
That would be a joy if it were.
That would be amazing. Well, I've got another food-related item here. Now, Karl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here. Okay, so sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Karl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. Should have put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time she's out?
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely... That's not cooking, though, is it, Karl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she hadn't left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, "Oh, it's a bit." It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago,
leaving Mr. McGill at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that.
What do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster.
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught.
They got stuck and sort of caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and might have came in from work. So what are you doing? I said, I'm sausages. Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God. She comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they do. Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. What do they put their fingers in? But, yeah.
Landed Ben Folds on XFM 104.9.
We've had an email, Rick, from Simon Whittaker. He says, he's throwing the question to Karl. Have you seen the video for that Ben Folds song where there's apparently a monkey working the sound desk and shifting the piano? Yeah, you want to check that out? Talking of monkeys working the sound desk, we've also had a lot of emails directed at you. Yeah, a lot of emails directed to you, Karl, asking if you saw this programme that was on in the week. I think I didn't see it. I think it's called
The Strangest Village in Britain.
Yeah.
Did he watch it? He called me 6 times during it.
Of course
Called me 6 times.
Now, just explain briefly what this was, because I didn't see it.
Well, it was a sort of an experiment. I think I can work out from the sort of 70s, and it was sort of run by, from what I can make out, mainly sort of German Christians.
Right.
And what it was people with various disabilities or mental illnesses, Down syndrome, autism, bewildered, and they were living normally in the community. And there was 300 people in the village. Half had some sort of problem, mental problem or disability, and the other half were sort of carers. And I mean, it was very, very strange.
And where is this village? It's somewhere in this.
It's up near Whitby, innit?
Yorkshire,
right. Okay.
But he called me. At various points. We were watching that. It started off. He went, "Geez, if that's the beginning, what have they got coming up?" Then there was 2 fellas, and the phone rang, and it went, "What is going on?" And it was 2 blokes who had created their own language.
Okay.
And they were going, and you go, and it was an interesting program. I love documentaries like that. But what made it twice as good was that I knew that Karl was getting confused.
Yeah.
There was one bloke that went round interviewing people, and he'd just have a string of questions, and he'd go, "Have you ever had curly hair? What's your favourite animal? Have you ever seen a badger?" All right. And Karl was getting stressed.
It was stressing me out.
Because he was trying to think of the answers quickly enough.
He was sort of saying, do you like mosaics and that? And I was like, oh, do it. And the next question was coming in. It was like Mallet's mallet. Do you know that sort of that word association thing? I was stressing me out.
But he said he wanted to go there. He actually said, could I go for a holiday there? And I went, well, I doubt that. I don't know. Maybe you could go on a visit. That would be great, wouldn't it? For Karl to walk in there.
But the thing about it would be like Karl would be the ruler. He'd be the king. It would be that in the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I mean, he would just dominate.
I don't know. There were some of them were quite clever.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he'd. I think he'd probably be average.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd.
Okay, he'd just blend in.
No, I don't think he'd shine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were quite good at some things right now. He didn't like the angry bloke who punched him. There was this really sort of sweet Down syndrome woman called Nan, and she hadn't hung her coat up, and this angry bloke was going, "If you don't hang your coat up, I will." And he punched her, didn't he? Yeah. And poor Nan got it in the neck from everyone. There was another woman bullying her, wasn't he? Yeah. But you like the little The little Down syndrome fellow with a woolly hat who was helping that woman.
If I went there, he's the one who had sort of hunt down, so come on, let's go for a pint or something.
Sure.
But,
incidentally, do you like mosaics? We didn't establish that. He's still thinking about it.
David Bowie, Watch That Man on XFM 104.9. Now, coming up, Steve, and listeners, so, I'm talking to them mainly. I'm not really, I'm talking to you and Carl, really.
Yeah.
But coming up, an old feature, Knob News.
Oh, Knob News, the welcome return of Knob News.
Yeah, and Monkey News is still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just briefly, you don't think you really gave that competition justice, did you, not handing out the email?
No, let's just quickly whiz through the questions again.
Yeah.
John's texted in, by the way. He says, I never get any of the Rockbusters clues. Is this a good or a bad thing? Definitely a good thing.
Definitely a good thing.
Definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to have that thing done where they say, what side do you wear your member?
What side you dress? They don't say what side you wear your member. That would hardly be a euphemism, would it? So they say what side you dress, sir. It means what side your little poke, your little John Thomas leans, doesn't it, on rest, usually to the left, isn't it? Your little
But
left
do you know,
testicles.
if I said to you now, what side do you wear it on? Do you know?
It would be left. It would be the left. That's what I mean. If standing there, right, with nothing restricting it or holding it in or holding it up, right, it sort of leans. Your one ball is sort of like slightly back and lower, isn't it? And your little John Thomas rests there, so it's left. And the reason they ask it is so they don't put the tape measure up on the left and squash your willy or touch your willy.
So it's nothing to do with like, well, you'll need a bit more room of sort of more material on that side, or.
Well, no, I don't think they compensate. It's just when they put when they stick that up into your groin, they don't want to come in contact with your little.
The thing is, I don't know what side I wear stuff on. I just sort of pull my pants up and wherever it wants to go that day.
But maybe it's not big enough to sort of make any, real decision.
But, like now, I'm sat here, right, with my jeans on. I don't know where I am.
Well, that's clear from hearing you talk.
No, but what I mean is, if a fella said to me, what side are you, what side's your member on? I'd
Member? What is this the use of the word member suddenly?
I'd go...
Well, it's usually not appropriate, and also, I imagine in the old days they had big baggy pants and used to sort of like hang down, and now, like with those stretchy boxers and briefs, it's sort of held up in a nice little, neat little parcel, isn't it? So it's probably not appropriate. It doesn't come in contact with your little snake. So, did you ever, have you ever heard that? Are you telling me a tailor has asked you that and you went, what do you mean, mate?
No, I've never, I've not really had one made to measure. I had one made when I was a kid, but since then I've sort of bought a suit off the hook. But when you were saying about buying a suit, I know that question sort of crops up and I don't know what the answer is. It just annoys me the way I don't know, there's no surprises anymore. Do you know what I mean? People know.
What do you mean? He's going to go, right, I'm going to measure you now. Which side shall I measure? Go, well, pot luck, go and have a look. Right, there you go. Oh, you got it. You touch me now.
What do you mean there's no surprises anymore? What are you talking about?
Everything you say is a surprise. Everything you say, every opinion you have is a surprise to me.
What I mean is, why aren't people just happy just to go, well, depends, doesn't it? I'll just pull the pants up wherever it wants to go. I'm happy.
What do you mean? Why is this such a big issue?
But Carl, when they ask you this question, they're not making a note of it somewhere. It's not statistical research to find out what the kind of common leaning is. It's a question so he doesn't touch it when he's using his tape measure.
Just be careful.
But he is being careful by asking the question.
But what's wrong with him touching it anyway? If he's, I mean, it's only like a slight.
Fair enough.
But if he just sort of, knocks it a little bit, you can just go.
Do that again?
To me, it's the same as the prostate thing. It's just happening all over again.
But the doctor doesn't go, what side's your arse on, sir? Trying to avoid the arse. He wants to go, he knows where your arse is and he's aiming for it and he wants to get it up there. He's aiming for it for a good cause. This little fella's going, well, I've got to measure his leg. I don't want to touch the knob. I'll just ask him, sir, do you mind telling me where your cock is so I can avoid it? It's a big difference.
But like I'm saying to you, I'd have to have a look first to let him know. I don't know where it is now. I don't know. It could be the left, could be the right.
Are you telling me you don't know where your knob is
without
now?
looking?
Well, what do you mean without looking? How could...
Well, you're saying it as if like...
Should we have a guess?
Well, have a look and tell us where it is.
What are you wearing? What sort of pants are you wearing?
I've got my jeans on.
But you got pants on underneath them?
Yeah.
What are they, briefs or box shorts?
Boxer shorts.
Boxer shorts, where it's probably free, but the jeans are probably strict in it. I think it's probably either in the middle, dressed in, or just slightly to the left. Have a look. We'll tell the listeners after the break where's Karl's knob. It's a good competition.
Oh, brilliant! We've got to send this to the Sony Awards people.
XFM. Run, Snow Patrol on XFM. Well, big question. Where was Karl's knob?
That's what people have been hanging on for.
Yeah. Where was it?
Well, I can't believe people have been texting in.
Hey, what, guessing where it is?
People saying, is it in the middle? Is it in the left? It cost them 10p. It cost them 10p to find out. Just wait, I'm going to give out the answer. You don't win anything, right? Like, strike it lucky. Right?
Bottom or middle? Right.
It was to the left.
Oh! Yeah.
I went with the right. That's annoying.
See, I thought it would be to the left. If not, maybe if it was all scrunched up, sitting down on your lap, right, it might just pop up to the middle. Just pop out, like, you know.
Well, next week we'll be finding out where yours is.
Where's Ricky's bollocks? Landed, Mr. Ben Folds. We've landed on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and little Karl Pilkington, and his magical little manky round baldy head. He was described as a wacky mank in one of the papers this week.
Really? Brilliant.
Well, remember we were talking about it last week about he came round to my house and I popped out my Mr. Johnson, sure, to take a little look at.
And his two
that made
daughters.
the papers. That made the papers.
Wow. What paper? It wasn't front page of the Times. It must have been like the Daily Star or something.
Just squeeze Live 8 on the second page. Yeah, so Wacky Mank.
Wacky Mank, that's
Wacky
great.
Mank.
Wacky Mank.
We had an email from someone that reckons they remember you from body popping round Salford Way.
Yeah, Eccles Precinct, apparently.
You know that, don't you?
I wasn't doing it round there, though.
What do you mean?
I was round Stretford. Stretford-Arndale.
And what were you doing? What sort of body popping was it?
Just a bit of everything. Caterpillar. Bit of moonwalking.
Do you have a little piece of line there you used to carry around?
Well, mates had that.
Right, you didn't
borrowed theirs. Borrowed theirs.
Were you any good? But you weren't breakdancing, well, you weren't spinning on your head and stuff, you were more body popping.
Well, I hope he wasn't spinning on his head, because you know that can sort of give you little brain damage and things.
It can give you brain damage. Also, it can wear your head down, and also it makes your head perfectly round.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is pulling on.
But if you keep on doing it, obviously it's going to wear your hair
out, yeah. So you become sort of like a stupid, bald, and roundy-headed.
Yeah.
So I very much doubt that you did do any of that. Did you, Karl?
Didn't do any of that.
Embrace and Gravity on XFM 104.9.
We've had a couple of texts. People obviously can text in 83XFM. That's the text number for the big quiz that's coming up shortly. Rockbusters, still your opportunity to win some of those cracking prizes. Enter your name in the draw if you can unravel the, I don't know what you call them, conundrums that Karl set.
Sort of.
We've had a couple of texts. Obviously, we're leaving early today. This is a shortened show and our last show of this run. But we've got to leave early. We've got to go down and try and make poverty history. But Rob's texted and he says, only an hour and a half today. Well, poverty does have some benefits then.
He's a fan.
He understands the show.
Who was that little fella that used to write in who hated the show?
I forget his name. I haven't heard from him for a while, actually. I don't know what happened.
No.
Maybe he realised that if he hated the show so much, the obvious thing to do was to switch off. Maybe that finally dawned
That's
on him.
annoying.
What's his name? Someone will remind us of his name.
I like people who hate us to carry on listening.
Yeah.
It just gives it an edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the fact that, that you're annoying someone. I mean, I love annoying people.
I know you do. I know.
So
You're like a kind of walking Chinese water torture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, how's it going with Rockbusters? Anyone got the answers?
Actually, one guy has texted in, James in Deptford, he's offered some answers, and he says here, the guy that hated us, famously, of course, we should have remembered, Dickie Anderson.
Dickie Anderson?
Richard Anderson, of course. I don't know if Dickie's still listening. If he is, obviously email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and tell us what you've been doing, how you've been keeping busy and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from him.
Chris Campling hasn't called, has he, either?
Yeah,
The one that thinks that not only is this whole show scripted, imagine that, right, but that Karl is a character created by us.
Yeah.
He's actually an actor.
Oh, if only we
Look
could
at
take credit
that,
for
a
that.
shaved monkey we got.
Put the message in the box, put the message in the car, drive the car around the world, and I'm imagining that message is make poverty history. That's World Party, put the message in the box.
Yeah.
Can I just say quickly while I think of it, we get a lot of emails from people, a lot of texts saying, can you send a big shout out, stuff like that. I've just looked at one now, Scott and Julie in Australia listening, they want a big shout out, big shout to them. But there's so many people that do it, and I'm obviously just want to say sorry we never get to your emails. We're very, very lazy. We never really get to look through them, but we obviously do appreciate you emailing in, texting in, stuff like that. And also, can I send a big shout out to my grandparents, who I believe might be listening on their new digital radio? They're pretty high tech. Very nice country.
Yeah. Are they the merchants of Bristol?
Merchants, yeah.
Yeah.
Props to them.
Props to them. Yeah.